Assalamualaikum, I am Nur Anisatira. I am from 5B. Now I will present about the case of the Peng Brothers Motor Cylinder Berhad v. Lee Seng 1975. Okay, it's about summary of this case. A car was taken by a respondent on a hire purchase with the appellant. The respondent failed to pay the installment during the appellant issue a notice under section 16.1 was in fact served. Section 60 clearly specifies that the period before which the seizure can take place shall be not less than 21 days after the serve of the under notice. However, the date specified on the notice was 2 days short of the statutory minimum, and the notice was therefore back in the law even if served, and its effect was therefore null and void. Section 16A provide that a hire who return good comprised in the hire purchase agreement within 21 days after the serve of him of the notice in the form set out in the fourth schedule shall not be liable to pay the cost of reposition, the cost incidenting taking the position, and key cost storage. Next is introduction was about Lee Seng, but a vehicle from Peng Brothers under the hire purchase contract. A car was taken by a respondent on the hire purchase with the appellant. The respondent failed to pay the installments where the appellant issues the notice under section 16.1. The issue was whether the notice was in fact served. Section 16 clearly that the period before which the seizure can take place shall be not less than 21 days after the serve of the notice. However, the date specified on the notice was 2 days short of the statutory minimum, and the notice was therefore back in the law even if served, and its effect was therefore null and void. Where a hire is a decrease, and an owner shall not exercise any power of taking possession of a good comprised in the hire purchase agreement, agreeing any branch of the agreement relating to the payment of the installment unless there has been 4 successive default of the payment. Section 16.1a. After repossession, within 21 days after the owner has taken possession of the good that were comprised in the hire purchase agreement, he shall serve on the hire and every guarantor of the hire notice in a writing in the form set out of the 50 schedule section 16.3. Where the owner take possession of the good, he shall deliver to the hire personally the document acknowledging receipt of the good section 16.4.
Hi, my name is Shaira Ashikin. I will continue my part. The course of the case. A car was taken by the respondent on hire purchase with appellant. The respondent failed to pay the installment due, and the appellant issued a notice under section 61. Section 60 clearly specifies that the period before which the seizure can take place shall be not less than 21 days after the service. The notice therefore back in law even if served, and its effect was therefore null and void. The procedure of the repossession that can apply in the RAM case. The owner can only respond the goods after following central procedure. First, he must serve on the hire a notice in writing of his intention to retake possession. Second, the period fixed by the notice must have expired, and this must not be less than 21 days. Parties involved: appellant, Peng Brothers Motor Cylinder Berhad. Issue is the notice. However, Lee Seng ignored the notice, so the appellant decided to repossess the vehicle from respondents. Appellant lawyers SP Chandra. Second respondent, Lee Seng. The respondent feel unhappy with the repossession made by appellant, so he decided to take this action whereby he can claim the repossession made by the appellant was illegal. Respondent lawyer Lee Leng Kwan.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Aisyah binti Muhammad Nur. For this case, I will describe 2 parts, namely the date used to make the decision and the other cases referred. There are several points in this case. The first point is that the notice can only be served by registered post 14 days because after the owner submit the fourth schedule notice. The second thing is that no person can report goods under HPA without a written permit issued by the controller in section 17A1. The third thing is that the owner cannot enter the area land without his consent. And the last thing is that the owner is committing an offence under the Act. In the other cases referred, there were several related cases, namely the case of Effin ACF Finance versus Vasanta Gobi Govindasamy, were on the issue of the commencement period of reinstatement. The next case of Ashley Chin versus Hong Leong Finance Berhad caused the service of the notice to be carried out correctly. The third case is the case of Kos Siap Po versus Met Bhumika Mara. The fourth schedule notice was served only after the repossession of the goods took place. The fourth case is Kesan Lisin Sindar Berhad versus Muhammad Yusuf bin Ismail. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. I, Muhammad Akmal Hazim, would like to deliver a presentation from the extension of my teammates. Court decision. By the law, after repossession, this is due to notice was 2 days short of the statutory minimum provide 21 days time. He responded Lee Seng win the case. Closing. Pang brother should prior to refer law before conduction repossession. Important of obeying the law. There had been 2 successive default of payment or a default in respect of the last payment. How not be less than 21 days after the service of the notice. Section 61. Thank you for listening to the presentation from our group. Thank you very much.